A couple of weeks ago, Rollercoaster Tycoon World was released and everybody's hating on it in the Steam reviews. And I'm kind of surprised because it's a Steam early access game. I'm surprised by the general stupidity of people. So I want to rant about it. My name is Robert, you're watching Hot Coffee. So Rollercoaster Tycoon World is out right now on Steam. It's $50 and of course for $50 you kinda expect something to work 100%. I mean it's a big amount of money. But it's early access, which means the game is still in development. It might very well be in its alpha phase. It might take another 2 years before the game is even finished. So if you want a finished product, buy a finished product. Stay away from early access. Is it that hard? And I understand you want value for your money, but you're not buying something. Especially with crowdfunding. With crowdfunding, you're not buying something, you're investing in something. And when you invest, it means you can either win and get the product for cheap, or you lose and you get a shitty product for cheap. With Steam Early Access, it's a little bit difficult because you buy a game and you support the developers in their process of creating the final version. So you give them feedback, you go to the forums, you play the game when they have a new update, you give them new feedback, etc, etc, etc. So when Rollercoaster Tycoon World turns out to be full of bugs, write them down on the forums. That's what you're supposed to do. That's your role as a consumer. At this very moment, Rollercoaster Tycoon has over 2,000 reviews and I guess like 60% of them is negative. And I'm like, seriously people, how stupid can you be? Yeah, sure, the janitors don't do their job properly because the AI is not finished. Which part of early access don't you understand? It doesn't mean you get a finished product earlier than other people. It means you get an unfinished product and you get to help the developers in making it better. And in some occasions, with some developers, this means you get a product that's completely running super smooth, but just lacks content. And on other occasions, you get a game that has lots of content, like Rollercoaster Tycoon, but also lots and lots of bugs. Deal with it. And when the product is finished, and it still sucks, that's the moment to complain. Sure, the $50 investment might be a bit high, might be a bit steep, it might be a bit too much, but that's your decision. Because you decided you wanted to invest in a game on Steam Early Access. You were being greedy, you wanted to be the first to play a game. Criticize a game when it's gold, when you buy it, when you get the product in your hands, you play it and it sucks. That's the moment you criticize. Until that time, you give feedback. Feedback to the developers to make it better. If they don't listen in the end, you can whine, sure. Sure, I know Rollercoaster Tycoon World is far from perfect. But read, just read in the description on the store page. The developers say it's early access and I'm going to read this. And they say, so yes, in this current build you will still find bugs, balance issues, missing features, frustration points and maybe even some crashes. They basically say the game is incredibly buggy. And then you come with your fucking Steam review, the game is buggy. Does the fact that developers tell you in advance that the game is full of bugs take away the frustration for paying $50 to get something that's buggy? No, of course not. But you should know you're paying for a game in early access. That means it's a work in progress. Sure, whether potential is enough to invest $50 in a game, that's up to you. It's up to you as a consumer. So if you think $50 is too much to invest in something and that only has potential, then don't buy it. Wait until the game is done and then buy the game. Okay, I've been ranting here. I'm a little bit annoyed by it, but what's your experience with Steam Early Access? Have you ever bought a game that's incredibly buggy, and how did it turn out in the end? Or did you ever crowdfund something and you got disappointed? Let me know in the comments. I'm kind of curious because I had some bad crowdfunding experience myself, and I want to know your story. Let me know your story in the comments and let's chat about it. My name is Robert and you were watching Hot Coffee. See you next week.